Welcome back to Commander of the Week. Today we're going to dive into one of the most exciting Simic commanders to come out recently, Zimone Mystery Unravel. If you love drawing cards, ramping lands, and turning resources into big flashy plays, this commander is right up your alley. So let's introduce the commander. Zimone Mystery Unravel, a 2-colorless Simic, legendary creature, human wizard. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, manifest dread. If this is the first time this ability has been resolved this turn, otherwise, you may turn a permanent you control face up. This is Manifest Dread. It explains, to Manifest Dread, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one on the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature and the other into your graveyard. Turn it up at any time for its mana cost if it's a creature card. She's a 3/3. Now, when you Manifest Dread, the landfall triggers. An example would be this. So the land enters the battlefield. Manifest Dread occurs. You look at the 2 cards from the top of your library. You pick one. An example, a creature and a land. You could put the creature face down onto the battlefield as a 2/2 and the land into the graveyard. If the land you put during your first play of the turn is something like a Revolving Wilds, a fetch land, you are able to sacrifice that land on that turn and Manifest Dread, causing the card to flip over. This is the reason why this card is super powerful, because it could do some crazy moves and reveal some crazy cards during the process. Now, introducing the 5 staples of my Zimone deck. Starting off with the enchantment of all enchantments, Lurking Predators. Enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of their library. If it's a creature, you put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put that card on the bottom of the library. This card is frightening, especially if you can cast it for free using Zimone's landfall ability under Manifest Dread. If it enters turn 5, best believe it, big creatures, crazy combos will be appearing shortly. Proceed with caution when you see this card onto the battlefield, because if you cast something big might come out. Next up, Crucible of the Worlds, 3 colorless, artifact. It states you may play land cards from your graveyard, pretty much indicating you could play fetch lands over and over again, triggering Zimone Mystery's Unraveler landfall, Manifest Dread. Cards like Revolving Wilds, Ash Barrens, and other multicolored fetch lands or ping lands that allow you to ramp up over and over again to a point where you get a crazy board and scary creatures come out. Next up, Abhorrent Oculus, 2 colorless island creature eye. It states, as an addition cost to cast a spell, exile 6 cards from your library. Flying. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, Manifest Dread. It's a 5/5. Now this card can be played very easily off the rip because you're doing Manifest Dread with your commander, allowing cards to stack into your library. He comes in, he's a wonderful flyer, and then the beneficial of the Manifest Dread every turn, which will be 3 times in commander, benefits you. Because if you do have fetch lands out, you are able to flip your Manifest Dread face down cards once per turn. It will trigger, and you're gonna have a board that is crazy. This is the bread and butter of this deck. Cards like these that have the Manifest Dread ability at any time, either upkeep, when it enters, when it attacks, or end step. 4th on the list, Roil Elemental, 3 colorless, 3 island, creature elemental, flying, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may gain control of target creature for as long as you control Roil Elemental. It is a 3/2. This card is flat out crazy, Every land drop becomes a threat with this card. Imagine dropping multiple lands and each one of them takes one of the opponent's creature permanently as long as you have this creature on the board. It's one of the most satisfying synergy in the deck, and it often always ends up in the favor of the controller. If you could protect this creature, you're gonna have control of the board. People are gonna be afraid of putting down their staples, their commanders, because it can be easily taken away. And finally, Vannifar, Evolved Enigma. 2 colorless and Simic. Legendary creature, Elf Ooze Wizard. At the beginning of your combat, on your turn, choose one. Cloak a card from your hand, or put a +1/+1 counter on each colorless creature you control. It's a 3/4. This is the side commander of my deck. You take out Zimone somehow, Vannifar will be going far. The reason why is because every single time that I'm attacking, I get to cloak a creature. As in, it goes into the battlefield face down, Manifest Dredge style. I'm able to flip it, 40 mana cost. It's another way to have really expensive creatures, endgamers, for free, for cheaper. Now, if I end up getting Zimone back into the battlefield, even crazier, because I have Manifest Dread twice. I'm able to pick which cards to flip, thanks to Vannifar's ability. It synergizes phenomenally with Zimone, making it where it's pretty hard to deal with. You either kill one or the other. So that is the breakdown for my commander Zimone Mystery Unraveler, and its 5 major staples that make my deck fun and shiny. Lurking Predators, Crucible of the Worlds, Abhorrent Oculus, Roil Elemental, and Vannifar Evolving Enigma. Zimone thrives on synergy, turning simple plays like drawing cards and playing lands into an overwhelming board state. If you're looking for a commander that snowballs with high value, landfall triggers, flashy wins, Zimone is definitely the one on your radar. Thanks for tuning in to Commander of the Week. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit a like, drop a comment with your favorite Simic staple, and subscribe for more weekly Commander content. See you next time.